With the release of Justice League, it's a perfect time for me to give you guys my updated ranking of the DCEU movies. Let's get started. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another ranking. That's right, guys, I just saw Justice League, and I'm going to be giving you guys my updated ranking of my favorite movies in the DC Extended Universe right now. I uploaded my spoiler-free review for Justice League, go check that out on my channel, and also going to be doing a spoiler-filled discussion with Jeff Millicky on Jeffito's movie blog. But before we get to my ranking, let me know your guys' rankings down below in the comments. I'm curious to hear your guys' list. Let's talk about the DCEU down below. A couple of days ago, I put up a poll on Twitter asking you guys what you think is the best DCEU movie to date. And I got over 150 votes on that poll. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate that. And I'll just reveal what got the most votes. And the clear-cut winner with 49% is Wonder Woman. In second place with 26% is Man of Steel. In third with 22% is Batman v Superman. And in last with only 3% is Suicide Squad. Now that we have all that fun stuff out of the way, let's get going to my number 5. Coming in at number 5 is Suicide Squad. After rewatching Suicide Squad, guys, I like it less and less and less. Everyone was so overhyping this movie, and I was one of the few people in the minority that was not looking forward to Suicide Squad. The trailers really didn't do anything for me. After the first time I watched it in the theater, I was like, that's not that bad. I enjoyed it. And after rewatching it a second time, I just liked it less. I thought this was not a good movie at all. All the characters in this movie are great. Like Deadshot, Will Smith was great, Margot Robbie was great as Harley Quinn. I kind of had a lost feeling with Jared Leto as the Joker. Like now, I don't really like his Joker interpretation at all. The whole movie is a mess. Story-wise, once we finally see the Suicide Squad get together, like we want to see a good team chemistry, and we just didn't get that. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, she was cool at times, but she didn't do anything. Cara Delevingne as the Enchantress was atrocious. She is god-awful in this film. This villain is so bad. Like, all the dances and all that is so weird. The CGI is so bad in the final act. Suicide Squad was a really bad movie, and it's now my least favorite in the DCEU now. Coming in at number 4 is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, this is also a very controversial movie indeed. There are some people that think this is a masterpiece and it's underrated, and people that just flat out hate it. And Batman v Superman is a very flawed film, and I didn't enjoy it as much. I felt like the runtime was too long, and it was really dark and serious, and we didn't get to see a Batman v Superman movie, just a Justice League setup. And that really disappointed me about this film. Henry Cavill as Superman, this is not a good Superman interpretation at all. He's kind of an ass in the first 2 movies. Ben Affleck as Batman, he is the saving grace indeed for this movie. Everything Batman is phenomenal. The warehouse scene is phenomenal. Just Batman's voice, his costume, his badassery. Yeah, Ben Affleck saves this movie, indeed. Once we finally do get to see the fight between him and Superman, it was only 8 minutes long, like no intensity to it whatsoever. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, oh my god, so freaking annoying. Every time he's on screen, Jesse Eisenberg giving his and the Jolly Ranchers product placement. What? Doomsday. It was spoiled in the trailer, which already pissed me off. This isn't even Doomsday. Like, this is Abomination on crack cocaine. The final showdown is way too long, CGI heavy, just nothing intense about it. Spoiler alert, guys, Superman dies. Like, I wanted more emotional resonance to that. And it's just done like that, and then boom, he's alive. Yeah, Batman v Superman to me was a huge disappointment. I wanted so much more from this movie. Seeing Batman and Superman fight, I've been waiting to see that for years. And this is the result we got. Coming in at number 3 is the newly released Justice League. Now, Justice League is at my number 3 so far. I've only seen the movie once, and I can say that this is better than Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, on some good reasons. Justice League is just a very fun movie that totally surprised me. Like, the humor in this movie, the characters' chemistry with one another is fantastic. Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller's The Flash, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, and Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Just these characters are great together and just battling evil. It's just every DC fanboy and comic book fan's dream of seeing a Justice League movie finally. And if you guys watch my review, my only flaws with the film were that Steppenwolf was the biggest flaw for this film, easily. He's like Malekith in Thor the Dark World. That's how forgettable this guy is. And just, he was really poorly written. How he's portrayed, they just didn't do much with him. He's a villain we've seen many times before, and he wasn't menacing. The action sequences were fun. The final showdown, the fight on Themyscira was great. And just the build-up to the Justice League was really entertaining. It does have some CGI flaws, but I can say, guys, they finally got Superman right. Once Superman shows up on screen, it's just fantastic. This is my favorite iteration of Superman by far. Henry Cavill crushes it finally as Superman. It's a solid DCEU movie, and it is fun, man. Coming in at number 2 is Man of Steel. Yes, this is the Superman solo film directed by Zack Snyder. Henry Cavill as Superman, Michael Shannon as General Zod, Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, and Russell Crowe. When I first saw Man of Steel, I thought it was okay, and then I keep rewatching this movie, and I appreciate something more about it. I actually think this is a good movie. It really is a good structured story for Superman. Sometimes, you know, Superman is kind of an ass in this movie, I'll be honest. Like, the way they betrayed him, destroying property, just not being that Superman I want to see. But Henry Cavill, he does try his best in the film. General Zod, Michael Shannon, I think he's really cool. He could have been improved upon too as regards to his storytelling. But the action sequences and the score by Hans Zimmer is what made me love Man of Steel now. It's just so goddamn epic. The final showdown in Metropolis is beyond epic. One of my favorites. Possibly one of my favorite action scenes of all time, honestly. This movie, it is a good Superman movie, and some that don't love it, but I appreciate it a lot more now. And you guys know what number 1 is. Wonder Woman. Easily it's Wonder Woman. Like, this has to be the best DCEU movie, and it is in my opinion. This movie is just fantastic. I mean, this movie had so much at stake. This is the first female-led superhero movie, and it's the first time we're seeing Wonder Woman lead a film, and it's directed by a woman director, Patty Jenkins, and she absolutely crushed it with Wonder Woman. This movie was completely awesome and badass. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She is the definitive Wonder Woman for sure. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She needs to stay as Wonder Woman if you're not hearing the controversy that's going on right now. The action sequences, the screenplay, the characters, Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, fantastic. Love interest for Wonder Woman. Connie Nielsen as her mother, Queen Hippolyta. Robin Wright was great. The action in this film, the battle on Themyscira, the World War I scene, the final showdown, it's beyond epic, man. Patty Jenkins completely crushes it and shows feminism extremely well. And I do have to say, the villains are kind of forgettable in the film. You have Dr. Poison and you had the Nazi, that guy. Yeah, they were wasted. I wish they could have been better improved upon. Those are minor flaws. Wonder Woman is still the best DCU movie in my opinion. This movie was fantastic, and it's one of my favorites of the year. There you have it, guys. That was my updated ranking of the DCEU movies. Again, let me know your guys' rankings down below in the comments. Let's get talking, guys. I want to hear what your favorites are. Thank you guys, as always, for watching this video, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, and click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!